Hi everyone, well welcome to my kitchen. For those of you that have been following me a little while, then you know on my other channel I started a video series called the Home Series, and it was basically anything that has to do with like organization or anything like that around the home. Well, I've since started this channel, so now all of those videos will be here. I was asked at one point to put up a pantry organization and show you how I organize the pantry, so that's the video that you're going to see today. If you want to see any of the past videos on the home series, the link below to my other channel is there, and then you can just check the playlist that says home series. So I'm going to show you the pantry and then I'll check back with you at the end. So this is the pantry that we're looking at here. And you can see it goes all the way up to the ceiling. It's pretty tall, so let's go ahead and take a look inside. So I'm gonna stand back here so you can kind of get a better view. So this is what the pantry looks like inside. And just not too long ago, I installed these shelves here on the door. I think I might have even seen something on Pinterest about that. Good old Pinterest. Give us our ideas. And I use this for things like, these little bag type things or really small little boxes that otherwise, on these wire shelves may fall over. So we'll just start here in the door. And I did get these on Amazon. I'm sorry I don't recall the name. So this is the granola I like, and I'm almost empty with this bag, so I just have a brand new bag behind it. And then some raisins again in a bag, and this is some quinoa in a bag. So again, small little bags that otherwise may get lost in the pantry or fall over. This is a great thing for that. Now this one's a little bit taller. And I ordered two different sizes just because really I didn't know what I was going to put in them exactly at first, even though I kind of have an idea. And so this just basically has some breadcrumbs, again, kind of a funny little container. I don't use these a lot, but often I will forget I have them because they get buried in the back of the pantry. So this is a good thing to just have those right there. Again, a small little box. This is orzo. And then behind here, I have a little Lipton soup mix. And again, that's one of those things that gets buried in the back of the pantry, and I would forget I had it. Now, as far as this is an extra box of pasta that I had, and I think I was making something specific. We don't always eat spaghetti, but my husband actually likes spaghetti and prefers it over a lot of pasta. But it's this long, skinny box, and it actually just fit really well there. You'll see in a minute what I normally do with my pasta. So as I'm just going to stand back here, you can see the shelf at the top. If I stand here, this is me reaching. So you can see I can reach to this pretty good. I'm 5'5", but without having to get out like a step stool and all that, I really didn't think there was any reason to put any additional shelves up here. But you can see how tall it goes. So I have a lot of room if I wanted to. To me, that's just a lot of wasted space. Like I said, I don't want to be bringing out, an additional step stool. So we put our paper plates up here, and these are just the 3 sizes we use most often. And on this next shelf, these are just all some teas. I have some of these in these containers here, which are great. You can get those at like Bed Bath & Beyond, major department stores. I love them. And just some additional boxes on top of that. And then next to it is just some boxes, like these are, again, some breadcrumbs, some brown rice, taco shells. These are, some French onions I can make with something. Just kind of miscellaneous, but like, things that are in boxes. And then behind that, I just store my leftover kosher salt and my leftover garlic salt. And then the big thing beside that you can see is this carousel, and I have 2 of them. I'll show the other one as well. This has been the biggest game changer in the pantry. I put all my spices on this. I used to have my spices on something like this, a tiered shelf, when we had a bigger pantry in our other home. It was not as deep, but it was wider, so it worked really well for that. Well, then I decided to put them on this 2-tier carousel here, and this has been great. I can see everything I need. I kind of grouped them by how I use them, and then some of these down here are kind of less used, or just seasonal or small little containers. So some things I don't use very much I put back in the middle, but I can see every single thing I have. So I really love these. This was just something I think I probably found at like Walmart, Target, Bed Bath & Beyond. So going down to the next shelf, I have stored our canned goods this way for many years. Like I said, in our previous home is when I started doing this, and that was about 10 years ago, and it just worked out really well. However, in this one I had to turn it sideways because the pantry is deeper than our previous one. So the other one I actually had it going long way. So it goes all the way to the back, and this just kind of categorizes some of the canned goods. We don't always keep a ton, but like for instance soup. Next to it then is more of these containers in different size. In the back here, I actually have 3 of them. One of them in the back, you can't see, but it has coffee in it, like loose coffee that I can use in my big coffee maker when, say when family or people come over and they don't want to use the Keurig, I can use that. This is just some cereal that I don't use all the time, but if I want it, you know, it stays fresh in that. And then this is protein powder in this one, and I do label them usually on the front here. And this is crackers. These are usually the crackers that we eat most often, so I put them in here instead of leaving them in their box. This is cereal. And then this is a garden pasta salad, or just garden pasta actually. I make a pasta salad out of it. I used to have this up here with these boxes, but to tell you the truth, because it's next to where I keep pasta, I would always forget I had it. So I thought, well, let me just move it right next to where I keep pasta. And this is normally full, but we're almost out, as you can see. But I just always keep the pasta in there. So you can see that's what that shelf looks like. And again, with Organize Your Pantry, you know, put things that you only use a couple times a year or not as often in the back. So this shelf right here is kind of a snack shelf, except for the oatmeal. We just happened to buy this really large size last time. You can see how big it is why that's there. So that's just there on the end. I have this box of brownies. I think these are ice cream cones. In the back there you can see graham crackers. I think I use those for a recipe. You know, those will probably end up expiring before I need them again, but I shoved them to the back because I thought, well, if I happen to need them, they're there. If not, I'll just toss them. Cheez-Its, you know, that's something we might decide we want every once in a while. It may end up going bad before we finish it, but you know, there it is. And I didn't want to put them in one of the plastic containers just because we don't eat them that often. Now in this bin is kind of our snack bin, and it just corrals basically all the snacks. They're not falling through any of the cracks. Basically all the chips, pretzels, anything like that. And here's some popcorn and basically just any other kind of snacks, like there's granola bars and protein bars and things like that in there. But this little basket was nice because it just keeps everything together and you just go in there when you want something. And then on the bottom shelf here is basically I put just recently my flour and sugar in there in these big canisters. I used to have them next to the stove, but I find I really only need those a couple times a year when baking. So I just thought, you know, I'll go ahead and put them in here because I have room. There's a thing of Gatorade back there you can see, and in this there is a different kind of flour. There's some natural peanut butter back there, and then I have coconut oil and my backup of coconut oil right behind it. And then again, you can see another one of the spinning carousels. So I'll get closer here. This has been great. I just started doing this within the last year. And this houses kind of, you know, you can see honey, syrup. This is a Mexican vanilla picked up on vacation. Vegetable oil, you know, when I bake or something. Balsamic, olive oil. You know, these are kind of most reached for here. You know, cooking spray, and then some vinegar. So basically just any of the, you know, kind of bottled items that would easily fall over on a shelf, they're on this. And I just think that is great, and it has helped us so much. And then for just the bottom, all this over here on the left is basically just baking supplies. In that box is just like cupcake supplies, cookie supplies, trash bags, kitchen trash bags. We just keep right there because the box is really large. And then over here, we just have some vinegar, you know, things we don't use very often just sitting on the floor. So I'm going to back up again so you can see the whole thing. And this is just, you know, really working for us now because we can see everything. I'm one of those people, out of sight, out of mind, so I need to be able to see everything I have, so I'm not buying, you know, duplicates of everything. I do have a couple of pantries in the other room, in our laundry room, and I will show you those real quick, just because they house kind of different things that if you're wondering why you didn't see certain things in here. Okay, so we're in my laundry room now, and I just wanted to show you this pantry here. This is kind of just for some backups types of things. Because our pantry is not as large as it used to be in our other house, we're kind of just used to having certain things, you know, and extras, and especially at the holidays, we found this extra one to be very helpful. So I just housed, you know, my coffee maker on there, and then this is some supplies kind of for seasonal wreaths and things like that I've just kept in here. I could probably move that to another room, but it's not bothering me in here, so it just works. And then here, you know, I have all the extra. We usually buy like coffee and tea in bulk from either Costco or Amazon. So this is what I keep all of my everyday coffee in, and the tea that my husband drinks, and this is more seasonal, and I just put them in bags. Like, you know, this is what I had left over of the hot apple cider and like pumpkin spice coffee, more seasonal coffees. And then I kind of always try to keep on hand, you know, like a chicken broth. It was like a buy one get one of salad dressing, a backup of olive oil. And these are things, you know, if they're too big and I don't want them clogging up the pantry, it's in the kitchen. So if we're getting ready to run out of something, this is the backup kind of area in here. So it just works out great because, like I said, then it's not kind of messing up the flow of the other pantry. And then we always keep paper towels in here. Bottled water. I have an extra thing of sugar there. These are some different teas. This is the tea I drink. And then these are just some shopping bags in case I want to put something to, you know, send home with someone. I found if I put them in this kind of bigger shopping bag, they're not falling over, and it just houses everything nicely. And if I need a specific bag, I can just go in there. And then these are more just some plastic bags. The rest of my coffee, it came in a really big box, so it's down there. And then again, just a couple boxes of seasonal coffees and stuff as well. And then we have this other pantry, which I just absolutely love. So here's my washer and dryer. It's sitting across from that. It's very large. We've had this probably about a year. We got it at Lowe's. And on top of that is just, I think, my cupcake caddy. And I love this pantry because it houses all of our kind of seasonal entertaining things. And I'll open it up and show you what it looks like. Okay, so it's a little tight quarters because I'm backed up against the washer and dryer here. But we used to do a lot of entertaining when we lived in Florida. And then just for seasonal items, like I said, when you have more people at the house. So this kind of houses all of our drinkware. I have all, you know, champagne glasses, martini glasses, extra wine glasses. These are just extra glasses that we really don't use anymore, but it's part of our normal set. You know, just some specialty glasses that we've picked up along the way. Same here. I have martini pitcher in the back with the glasses that go with it, the shaker. I kept these because when we moved, this is what all of our glassware was stored in. And I just thought, you know, that may come in handy again someday. So I kept them there. And then I actually have the little clips to my huggable hangers here just because it is in the laundry room. And I thought, you know, this is just an out-of-way spot. If I need to grab these to make a regular hanger into a pant or skirt hanger, these are just right here, and it's great. And again, then here's an extra box of the hangers. Just a cooler, you know, we take to the pool. A beverage container that comes in handy for parties, and then this is a traveling wine caddy. So, you know, again, just great place to store things that you don't use all the time. Down here, this is a really, really large opening. It just basically has trays, all kind of plastic trays for parties, you know, kind of outdoor party things. This is, you know, an ice bucket, silverware tray, you know, or caddy, you can see that. Just a nice tray for carrying things outside. Again, a lot of this stuff is for kind of outside parties, seasonal things again. Again, just all kind of things like that. Trays. I used to keep these when I would get trays for different parties from Publix, and these are great to keep and reuse again. I've used these at like wine tastings to chill wine. Okay, and then on this side is basically just extra glasses. I have all my extra plastic wine glasses. Again, we used to have a boat. We lived in Florida, so we always had a lot of outdoor kind of plates, silverware, glasses, things like that. So all this is kind of the non-breakable big thing of plastic cups. Again, plastic cups. These are great, you know, for tailgating. Of course, that's why I have blue and orange. You can see. You know, plastic straws, stirs, you know, for bar setup. Again, plastic cups. And that is it. So basically, I'll just show you again real quick here what the setup looks like. Again, I really love this. It's a really, really large pantry. But if you have a lot of the seasonal things like this, it is great for housing that and then not interrupting, you know, your normal pantry. So I hope you found that helpful, maybe got a few tips or tricks that might help you with your pantry. I know all of us are different. You know, the pantries are different sizes and just our needs are different, but I hope that helped you just to see how I organize some of my things in the pantry. Let me know in the comments below if you have any good tips or tricks or how you like to organize things. I would love to hear about it. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.